Hey everybody, Dave Wolak here. I always get asked the question, whether it's seminars or just by recreational fishermen, when you have a place that has a ton of grass, how do you sort of arrange your GPS and your waypoints and your tracks and all that to sort of coordinate your strategy of how you're going to attack that grass bed? I'm going to show you a little something that I do. First of all, in covering a lake like that has a ton of grass, you're going to cover a lot of non-productive water. So the first thing I try to do is just fish and identify what the productive water is that you want to get the most out of, and follow a group of fish around in. And one of the things I do is I change my icons, whether they be fish bites or for certain things specific to the grass. And it's very simple. Like on my Humminbird 998, I'm going to show you this right now. If you hit menu a couple times, you go to nav, go down to waypoints, create a waypoint, and just go down to icon. One of the things I do is I change my icon to a tree when I'm detecting grass lines, and that's very important for me. So what I'll do is I'll idle around once I find productive water. Of course, mark a bite or two, or if I get a big fish, I'm going to mark that as a regular icon. But fish are very susceptible to movement in grass beds. You'll have a day when they're sort of tucked up underneath the densest cover. You'll have a day where they're loosely related to the outside edge, or just sort of randomly wandering around. And you want to be able to identify on, say, even a rainy day, in a non-visual situation where you can't specifically see the grass with your own eyes. You want to detect all those changes and where they are. So when you zone into a certain change and you really identify what those fish are doing, you have the ability to capitalize on that in a limited period of time. So by putting different color icons, like the tree is great for me because it just looks like a piece of grass, and I identify the outside edge, say, or the inside edge. Sometimes I do both, and that marks the grass line. And then my tracks and other bite waypoints are both date specific and location specific. That allows me to better follow that group of fish, and that's very important in the time constraints of a tournament. And I know it'll make you a better angler. Try that on your Humminbird graphs. I know it'll work for you to get a couple more fish throughout the course of the day.